Hey, everybody. Happy Monday. I think I'm live at least, says I'm live. So, hope you all are doing awesome. Yes, I am live. Happy Monday, everybody. Hope you had an awesome weekend. I think it's Columbus Day, soon to be Indigenous Persons Day, which I think is really cool. We're making that shift, particularly since I think recognizing that there were Native Americans here first. Nothing was really discovered. Super important to recognize in these times. But, anyways, I digress. This is the first day of the Sales to Scale Challenge, which I've been super excited about. My team and I've been working on this for a little while. And anytime I poll anybody, entrepreneurs that is, and anytime that I watch trainings, it's sales, getting clients, keeping your pipeline full, all of that stuff that is most challenging for everybody. So one of the things that I want to be able to share here, and I'm sorry, I have a cough, do not have COVID. Saw the doctor last week, all clear, allergy thing. But pardon me because I have a cough drop in my mouth and I do have an occasional cough. So sales is the thing that is most challenging, and it's also the thing that keeps people from succeeding. It's not your amazing idea. It's not, whether or not you can execute on the amazing idea from a delivery standpoint. It's getting people to buy into who you are, what you offer, whether it's a product or service. And that's what I want to be able to help you with today and all week. So all week I'm going to be going live 11 o'clock a.m. If you have not registered, the link is in the description thing above. I can put it in the comments below. But if you want to win the prizes, and we're giving away some really cool, valuable content, excuse me, one of which the grand prize winner will be getting complimentary free access to my 90-day program called Figure Accelerator. I designed this program to essentially fast track you into and past six figures as quickly as possible. There are 2 modules in and about sales. And the women that have been in this program are seeing huge success and totally rocking it. So a little bit about the program. There's 6 modules, tons of content, and then you get group coaching as well, plus a ton of accountability. So that's a $4,500 value. And then we're also going to be giving a bunch of the Tribe of Leaders Biz School a free lifetime access. It's a $500 value. And it's kind of, you can walk through on your own different trainings. Sales is in there, but how to kind of get started in your business and move forward. And it's also super valuable and will help you grow. So I have my notes over here. I want to make sure I don't forget anything. Yes. So why sales to scale? And an old former business coach of mine who was amazing used to say that your business is like a baby. You have to feed it. And feeding it requires selling. And if you're anything like me, you didn't start your business to become a master salesperson, right? Like that, had I known that, I probably wouldn't have opened my coaching practice 8 years ago, because I was terrified at the time of sales and selling. And it hadn't occurred to me. I thought I was just going to put my shingle out, hang the website out, or put the website out. People were going to come, easy peasy. Who didn't want to coach with me, right? But sales is actually what feeds your business. And it's the thing that you want to be doing over and over and over again consistently to generate that revenue. And sales and selling is what's going to help you scale your business. It's what's going to allow you to grow to that next level, and really getting into that next level, whether it's breaking 6 figures, whether it's breaking $500,000, whether it's breaking 7 figures, right? You get to have different levels of time freedom back, different levels of income coming into you personally. You get to build team and create things that you wouldn't be able to impact otherwise if you weren't bringing the revenue in. So frequently I've said, like, money is, and selling, you don't want to play small. It's not just about making enough to send Susie or Johnny to college, which I hear all the time from people. Is I just want to earn enough so that we can pay off some debt, go on vacation, and send the kids to college, right? And that's great. Let that be your jumping off spot. Allow what you're making in your business and the income that you're making in your business to be the jumping off spot to grow into making more impact. Maybe it's having a dream vacation or the dream house or impacting 1,000,000 people or whatever it is that is your big dream, your big vision. I want you to live into that, and getting started with sales and selling is the way to do that. So over the course of the 5 days, I'm going to essentially go through the entire framework that allowed my clients to do things like, excuse me, to do things like actually meet their monthly revenue goal in a week, and has allowed me to double and this year triple my business, so that we're still on track to hit revenue goals for 2020, even though it's been kind of a crazy year, right? So just checking my notes here. I'm gonna make sure I've got everything. Awesome. So as we're moving forward, one, I want you to ask questions, okay? Let this be dynamic. Let this be interactive. I'm going to be checking the comments all day, and I want to know what it is that challenges you most with your sales conversations, with getting people into your pipeline, etc. Let's get them solved, okay? And again, if you're just tuning in and you haven't registered, go ahead and do that. The link is in the top part of the comments, because then you'll be included in prizes if you want to win one of the prizes. And I think you definitely do. And how we're going to be doing that is I'll pick a winner. I'm actually going to pick 6 winners at the end of the week on Friday. All right. So with that kind of housekeeping out of the way, let me just share a little bit about my sales journey, because I obviously teach sales now. It is a huge part of any business, and it's something that I've really become to love and I'm fascinated about, because different people react differently, and it's all about serving and helping your people, which we're going to actually get into tomorrow when we cover the 3 mindsets that are huge roadblocks to keeping you from connecting with your clients. And as I said, when I first started out, like, terrified, and I came from a family where, like, asking for anything was like just a no-no. We were like do-it-yourselfers, and to the point where when my sister was a Girl Scout, my everybody brings their their kids stuff to the office and whatever. My dad was like, no way, I don't want to feel like anybody has to take part of this. It'll be too pushy, etc., etc. So I came with that mindset of I was sales was aggressive. I was going to be too pushy. I wasn't taking advantage of people. And I really thought when I got started with my business here that I was just going to have people come and want to work with me. So I got busy working on a CRM system for a month that I never used. And I'd posted some stuff on social media, did some networking, and I couldn't figure out why I wasn't bringing in the clients in, especially after all this work I'd done on the CRM, that getting it all set up and the tags all set up, and my existing contacts that I had already had in my phone, etc., all organized and amazing. But what it really came down to was that I hadn't connected, and this is what we're going to talk about today, my vision, my why, and my purpose to how I can help people. And that is really the first step in creating and filling your pipeline, okay, is having your vision with you all of the time, whether you're thinking about it, it's written out, etc. And what I mean by this is, what is it that gets you up out of bed on those cold, dreary, dark days, when you're exhausted and you don't feel like doing anything, and it's much easier to sit there with a cup of coffee and, watch Netflix all day. What's going to keep you going? What's your passion? Okay. And if you've got that answer, put those into the comments as well. And that's the piece that will allow you, when you're connected to your vision, that will allow you to drive your plan and then also drive the actions that you take. And I know it is super easy to, with everything that's coming at us all of the time, to get distracted, overwhelmed, stuck in, do I post on Facebook? Do I post on Instagram? Do I make cold calls? Do I go networking? Where are you finding your people, and how are you serving them? What do you offer them? What's going to help them the best, right? So allow yourself to get into that space, like take a few minutes every day and connect to that vision, okay? And if you haven't thought about it in a while, that's actually going to be your homework for today, is in one sentence, like go and journal, write it out, draw pictures, whatever works for you. But go ahead and write in one sentence in the comments below, what is your vision? What's your purpose? What's your why? How do you help people? Okay. And that is super, super important, as I said, because the first piece is having the vision. The second piece is allowing the vision to inform and make decisions about the plan. And then the third piece is taking action on the plan, but from the standpoint of your vision. And as you're growing your business, as you're growing your business, then you can also have your vision be the foundation for bringing on your either contractors, employees, but whoever you're delegating to, and also for really getting to know your clients and the delivery of your offering. Okay, so if that makes sense, as I said, just shoot a comment, in the comments, whether it's a thumbs up or high five, etc. And I'm going to move on to the next section here, which is how to set yourself up for success in creating that vision. So you've got your vision now, you've got, the running to-do list of things that you want to get done. How do you set yourself up for success to see no more ugly websites? Beckett, I love that, because there are some really ugly websites. Love that. But how do you set yourself up for success without the overwhelm? Because the thing that stops us, besides having lack of clarity, is that thing that happens all of the time where we're trying to plan 20 weeks of stuff into 3 days, is overwhelm, right? You probably have a list of to-dos that's a mile long, just like everybody else. And I want to give you a few tips in how to set up your calendar, and a couple of things that you want to be having in your calendar every day, at least Monday through Friday, that will allow you to generate consistent sales. I'm sure it hurts your eyes, right? Yeah, definitely. And your website is super important, because that is a place where you can start to build community too. So it is important, Beckett, that it looks pretty and it's sharing the message. Your website is one of the first things that people may see, that is the beginning of the getting to know, like, and trust you, and to bring them into your sales pipeline. So that's awesome. Anyways, so with setting up your calendar, what I want to share with you is that it's really easy to start time blocking different pieces and doing the things that you feel like you need to get done. What you always want to keep in mind is, what are the actions, okay? What are the actions that are stemming from your vision that are going to drive the most results in your business? We talk about this a lot in Figure Accelerator. Some of the awesome ladies that are in there right now are probably, if they're watching this, whether it's replay or now, they're like, oh my God, we've talked about this a gajillion times. Because what's driving results, taking those actions and letting the other things fall down to a lower priority, is what's going to essentially grow revenue. So one thing that you want to have in your calendar 5 days a week, I'm going to say at least an hour a day, is business development and lead generation. Okay. Whether that's reach outs, whether that's working on a lead magnet, a freebie, something that they can opt into, promoting that freebie, engaging in conversations, etc. You want at least an hour a day. It doesn't mean you have to spend the whole hour at one time. You could do half an hour in the morning, half an hour in the afternoon. But making that a priority is going to be key to the consistency, because what a lot of entrepreneurs experience, and maybe this is you too, and again, high five if it is that you get up into that 10, 12, 15K month, you get really busy with delivery, executing whatever it is you need for your people, and then you're not doing the lead gen again, right? You're not creating the business development. You're not bringing in enough clients and enough revenue. So then you start to freak out. We get into the whole cycle of, hustle, make money, hustle, make money, and your sales revenue looks like this instead of more of an angle like that, right? So spend time on lead gen and look at and evaluate, is that networking group, whether it's virtual or you have the opportunity to go meet in person again, is that producing results? And I don't mean you showed up once and you didn't get a client. It's, are you making relationships? Are you connecting with people? Are you following up with them? And look over 6 months or 3 months, and what has happened there. But are you putting the time in? People more than ever, and I felt this way before COVID, and I think definitely now even more so, like, we feel disconnected, and this is an amazing opportunity for you to reach out to some of the people in your network that you have not talked to, and just talk to them, find out what's happening for them, and share what's going on with you. And I know it may not seem like it's going to generate revenue, but it will. If you're talking to people, you're in conversation, you have the opportunity to find out what their problems are, and you are a problem solver. Okay? And don't be afraid to ask questions with that. So, getting back into the productivity, because we're going to cover all of this in the next 4 days, is also include that thinking time. You are the CEO of your business, whether you've got 20 people working for you or it's just you. Okay? And you want to have time to think clearly. That's where all the creative ideas come out. Some of the top CEOs schedule an hour or two, sometimes once a day, sometimes once a week, just to clear their mind. They're not responding to stuff. They're not doing anything else. They're thinking about what's going to be the best way for them to grow their business. They're thinking about how they can solve a problem. How can they make their product or service bigger? We do not spend enough time doing this, right? We're so busy trying to, read the next book, learn how to do, whatever on Instagram, or write better copy, or whatever it is. Scroll Facebook, even when, you've already been through the entire feed, 3 times, right? Raise your hand. I've done it too. But put in that thinking time, because if you don't have it, you're not going to have the clarity, and you're going to be in a reactive state instead of a proactive state to really move forward with your business, right? And you'll see things more clearly. You'll actually perform at a higher level. You'll experience less exhaustion, and you'll be able to just take the actions, again, execute the actions from the vision. So vision, plan, action, and do that in less time. It was really cool because I was reading a book the other day and watched a training that was similar, and they were both talking about how if you eliminate all the distractions, you can actually get your work done in like 4 hours instead of 8 hours, so half the time. So allow that to be, what you're focused on: lead gen, right? Thinking time, and removing distractions. So, as always, I would love to have you post your comments, questions, etc. If you want to play on the challenge, make sure that you register, because we're going to be basing that off of who's commenting, etc. So the registration link is in uh, the description thing above, or maybe it's below, but wherever you'll find it. I know you know what I'm talking about. And last piece is, well, actually two things. One of the things I want to share with you too from a calendar perspective is, what do you do and how do you plan for all those things that happen, the emergencies that happen even when you've got yourself time blocked and you've eliminated as many distractions as possible, and that is to set up do not schedule time. I have like half an hour throughout my day put in, and then I have I think it's a 3 hour time block on Fridays so I can move things around, and that's how I keep out of overwhelm. Okay, so put do not schedule time in too, so you can move things around as you need to. Your calendar, once you've started time blocking, is not supposed to be fixed. It is fluid. And then secondly, if you need help with your vision, if you want to think about, what am I really coming at? What is the core purpose and what's really meaningful for you? Up in the comments as well is my core values worksheet, and highly recommend you go through that. You want to get down to 3 to 5, no more than 5 core values. It's a really cool way to have those words with you day after day, and allow them to drive your business and your decision making along with your vision. So go ahead and play with that. Have an amazing day. I will be back here live 11 a.m. Eastern Time tomorrow and every day this week. And as I said, we are going to be covering the 3 roadblocks that pretty much every entrepreneur experiences or that keeps them from selling. This is actually my favorite part of all 5 days. So stay tuned. I will see you tomorrow and have an amazing, amazing day. Bye.